When the Husqvarna Viking Designer EPIC 2 came out, it was introduced with a multi-function foot control. So this is something that you can purchase separately. So the benefit is that it has 3 places that you can actually program for different sewing features. So first off, right here and here, this would be where your foot would sit, and if you lean to the right or to the left, you'll get different functions. I'm going to show you what your function options are, because as sewers, we are all different types of sewers. We all need something different. So to have all these features, it is a great asset. So the 1, 2, and then you can also program in where your heel will roll back to. Second, it's very heavy. So not that we usually have issues with foot control moving around, but if you do on your types of floors, note that this is very, very sturdy and stays locked in place. Next, it is a USB connection. So it doesn't go where your normal foot control goes. It comes with a separate cord. We've plugged it into the back. And as soon as you put it into one of the USB slots, you'll notice that your settings screen comes up. So right now, no functions are actually programmed to any of the 3 locations, but let's just take a look at the list. So no function is one option, so if you don't want anything, just leave it there. Stitch restart. Now this would be something that I would definitely pick because of the way I sew. With all of our decorative stitches that we do in our Stitching Cosmos online course, those are things that really make a difference in kind of starting and stopping decorative stitches. So you can actually just get to the end of your pattern or wherever you are, move your foot to the right, and it would restart that stitch. Foot up or extra lift, a reverse, a cut function, or a fix function. So that is the list of options that you have for each of these locations. Now, it definitely is something that you might try a couple different versions for what you will be needing. Of course, you'll definitely want to go through all of our videos and really understand what each of these does. So if you do find yourself finding what the fix function is, you might actually use that more often and might want it on one of the easier locations, whatever's easiest for you and your foot. And don't forget, even though we probably tend to sew with our right foot, for some of you, sewing with your left foot might actually be an option as well. So don't forget that you might kind of flip that over and then use it with a left foot. Who knows? You might realize you sew left-footed if you're normally right-footed. So again, you've got each of these options that you can program in. A quick touch here with clear settings. Now let's say you've gone ahead and put in some of these functions here, and we're sewing along and we're doing all this fun stuff. So how do we find those functions to change up on the fly? You're going to find them in the settings menu. When the multi-function foot control is plugged in, it will show as the last option on this list. And right here, you can come back and pick up or change the functions that you're after. So if you have this with your machine, pull it out, make sure you're using it. It is so worth the time to practice. It's like heaven when you're sewing and have all these extra features at your, I was going to say fingertips, but maybe we're saying at your foot.